So a Sikh is one who hears the message, Jai Gur ki Sikh suni. If we listen, we apply, and we actually work on this subject. So let's go back to the line. Mat vich ratan jawahar manik. Within the intellect, within the mat, within the understanding, that understanding will reveal rubies and gems and pearls. Well, what does that mean? What is these rubies and gems and pearls? Guru Arjan Dev Ji talks about this. Anga number 48. Ratan Javehar Manika Amrit Harka Naam. When the Guru's teachings go within you, within your mind will be Naam all the time. And that is the biggest jewel. Ratan Javehar Manika is Amrit Harka Naam. Harida Amrit Naam. That nectar-like Naam is going to continuously be going on within you. That awareness is going on. What's the Naam? Sat Naam. This is you. This is you. This is you. This is you. The biggest mistake we can make is that we can see God everywhere, but we don't recognize that this is God as well. Within ourselves is God as well. So within your understanding, your understanding will be transformed. Now you live in an understanding of darkness, in ignorance. That will be transformed into diamonds and jewels and rubies if you listen and you transform your thinking. So the thinking is no longer about I am. The thinking converts to you are, you are, you are. Everything is you, the universe. So another question. It says, Je ik gur ki sikh suni. If we listen to the teachings, well then it begs the question, well how shall we listen? What's the right way to listen? Because in reality, we've been going to the Gurdwara for quite a long time. We've been listening to this stuff for quite a long time. Are we doing something wrong? Are we listening in an incorrect way? So it says, listen within your intellect, matavich. Yeah? Transform your understanding. So what is the mind? What is mat? Yeah? What is mat? Mat means that part of your brain that discriminates between right and wrong, yes and no. It's the part of your brain that's constantly dissecting information. Even now, when I'm giving information to you, your mat is deciding this makes sense, this doesn't make sense. Yeah, it's the part of the mind that discriminates, that says yes to some things, no to something else. It's the part of the mind that decides what to accept and what to reject. So that part of the mind, Guru is saying that you have to focus on that part. Now, what is the barometer that you use to decide what to accept and what to reject? So there's a part of your mind that says, this makes sense, I like this, I don't like this. What that's based on is that, does this stuff work for me? Can I use this? Look, the way the human works, the way all nature works is self-preservation. Yeah? All animals walk around and they looking at different things, finding different things, say, can I use this? Can I eat this? Yeah? Can I use this for shelter? Is this somehow going to save me or is it going to harm me? Survival. Yeah? That's what your mat is doing. That's what intellect is doing. It is a survival mechanism that says, can I use this? Is this going to preserve me? Is this going to help me carry on? Or is this going to destroy me in some way? Now, what is driving that is ego. Ego is asking the question every time, is this going to harm us in any way? It's talking to you like it's your friend. Don't worry, I'll look after you. We'll look after each other. The mind acts as like it's your best friend. Yeah? So your mat is being driven by your mind, by your ego to say, can it harm me in any way? And this information that Guru Nanak is giving harms the mind, harms that self-preservation. That's why we've been going to the Gurdwara for years and years and years. We've been listening to this stuff, but we've been filtering most of it out. Okay, I don't really want to do this because it affects me. It means I have to give up everything that I know about myself, everything that I like about myself. That is called man mat, mind intellect. Mat vich Ratan Jawahar Manik. So which mat are we talking about? Guru is saying, transform self-preservation thinking into guru preservation thinking. Change from wanting to preserve this illusion of I to preserving the knowledge of you. That is replacing man-mat to gur-mat. And this starts now thinking, well, what is man-mat, what is gur-mat? Actually, what it is a way of looking at the world. If you look at the world in a way that says, am I going to be harmed by this? Am I going to be protected by this? If it's all about the I, this is man-mat. Yeah? The me thinking, me preservation thinking, man-mat. That part of your brain that's always looking out for me. And that's what this entire system is based on. That's what our entire life is based on, is me preservation. The Guru is saying, but it was never really about you. Open your eyes for a moment and just look around you. This isn't about you. This whole universe isn't about you. So stop spending your whole life looking at self-preservation. And for a moment, open your eyes and look at what the Guru is teaching you. That is Guru Mat, Gurmat. Yeah? So how does the mind reveal all of these diamonds and rubies and jewels? If you flip the coin. If you flip from me thinking to wisdom thinking, to spiritual wisdom thinking. So it's about flicking the switch. Yeah? From me facing, and that's the same words are used. If you're using man mat, then you are me facing, mind facing, man mukh. If you're using the Guru's wisdom, then you are guru facing, gurmukh. The question is, where are you facing? When you look at the whole world, is the whole world just a way to preserve yourself? Is the whole world based on things that you can exploit? And ultimately, that's what we do. Even when we say, I like something, I like these people, I don't like these people. You're exploiting those people to actually say that these people will benefit me in some way. Even if all that they do is make me happy, that's an exploitation. I'm going to use you guys to make me feel happy. I'm exploiting you. I'm going to run away from these guys because they make me feel sad. So everything that we do is about preserving the self in some way, to exploit the whole universe. I can eat this, yeah? I can gain something from this, I can barter with this, I can sell this, I can steal this. It's all about self-preservation. This is the me-facing way of looking at the world. But the Guru says this isn't the right way to look at the world, because you're only here for a short time. Open your eyes and see the beauty of what's really going on. If you lose this self-preservation way of thinking, you change your mat. From man-mat, self-preservation thinking, to universal preservation. That as long as all of this is around, it's okay. Doesn't matter what happens to this. This is temporary. This is going to go anyway. Body, mind, self, me, I, that's only here for a short moment in time. I'm going to go anyway, so why am I going to spend all my time preserving something that you know is going to end? Rather sit back and just enjoy the show. Enjoy what's happening well outside of you, beyond you. And then you will reveal a completely different way of living, the one that's full of song, the one that's full of diamonds and rubies and jewels. Because the whole time while we're looking after ourselves, it's actually, it's in survival mode, isn't it? It's always like it's always a struggle, it's always an effort, trying to find a slightly better way to live. Can I do this today? Can I do that today? The self-preservation way of thinking is actually not an easy way to live. Guru's saying, give that all up, relax. And it doesn't mean give up your life. It doesn't mean stop eating, stop looking for food, don't earn any money. It's not about that. It's about changing your perception, changing the way you think. Why does Guru ask for an understanding? Gura ik deh bujai. Give me this understanding. And that's the next line. repeating that understanding again. Oh Guru, give me this understanding. Let me also live in this way that I can see Sabna Jiyan Ka Ikadata, that everyone has this one provider, this one greatness, that there is something more than me. Let me understand the bigger picture. And let me never forget this. This is the other part of this. It's asking for something, saying, I'm tired of just knowing this knowledge. I now want to live it. I don't want to forget this. I don't want to know it. It's all well and good when we sit in Sangat and we're like, yeah, I really understand this. And then you go into the real world and you forget it all. That's why we keep coming back every week, because we need to remind ourselves. That's why it's so important to have a daily practice. Not just once a day, several times a day. Yeah? Allow yourself to remember. So Guru's saying, give me some way that I don't forget this. So main visar na jaye. So what are we talking about here? How can we not forget it? Is there a technique that allows us to remember this all the time? Because the mind is always going to get distracted, right? Yeah. Now you're sitting, you're remembering, yep, I remember everything is oneness, I get it all. As soon as you're driving and then you're concentrating on driving, you go home, you start cooking or cleaning, your mind goes into that. So you forget all the time. So this isn't about just remembering all the time. What Guru's asking about is, give me a way that I can see differently. Yeah? I need to be able to see differently. Yeah, not that I just have this knowledge, because knowledge is like compartmentalized. When I go to work, I switch on my work brain. Yeah, and I switch on all the stuff that's relevant to my job. When I come home, then I forget I don't need that work knowledge. I switch that off. Then I remember the family knowledge and homely things that need to be done in the house. Yeah? So our minds are very compartmentalized. So this is just in a different compartment. This is the religious knowledge. How do we change the compartment of religious knowledge to something that we so may visar na jaye, that I may never forget? It's not talking about just having that knowledge throughout the day. It's about actually changing the way we interact with our day. So this is where knowledge is limited. Practice now comes in. Don't just give me this understanding. Give me an understanding in a way that I may practice it at every moment.